Hello, I'm here to play some grand chess with BattleNostalgia, and he's pretty tough. Okay, we're playing 3+3, so I have to do this honestly. I can't just flag him. Okay. Develop a piece. We'll defend. Okay. Coming after me a bit. Maybe I'll go like this and push d5. Well, it's not really d5. E5. I'm not really sure. BattleNostalgia says streamers kind of prefer to win. That's pretty funny. Actually, hopefully I don't lose in too few moves. That's really all that I care about. Where do I put the king? I mean, I'm hoping that people will join and take all my points, because I'm like the highest rated at like a dumb number of these, just because most people don't play most of them. Hopefully that changes. If he plays this, then he's kind of pushing me to where I wanted to go anyway. Okay. Yeah, BattleNostalgia is pretty good. I think we've played like 6 games so far. I think I have a narrow plus score, but he's really strong. Oh, I'm actually blundering this pawn, so I better fix that. Okay. So I'm thinking he wants to go g5. Maybe I'll just dodge preemptively. BattleNostalgia has asked me, do you think castling would improve this variant? And I just said, actually, no. I don't like the castling rule in any variant. It's kind of a weird ad hoc rule, really. Like, your king gets to just waltz across the board. kind of convoluted. Like, you know, you should... King should take care of himself, not... Okay, I want to put this bishop here to kick this. This is worth more than a rook, so I'm not... Let's kick out this piece. This is such a hard game that 3 plus 3 might not really be enough time. And in fact, what I might do is just maneuver a bit just to build up some time. Yeah, it's hard to be as accurate as I need to be when, you know, it's like so little time. Do I dare take this? Well, I think it's gonna hurt me to think too long, so I'm just gonna grab it. Even though my king feels a bit loose. Okay, so this pawn is what my opponent wants. So maybe I can just defend it like this. Oh, this doesn't really...
Check.
Okay, I'm already kind of screwed. I'm just hanging a piece.
Check.
I've got to do my best to just keep going under a lot of pressure.
Check.
I'm taking with this one to add an extra defender here, but I missed this. So I'm pretty busted actually, like I'm just dropping far too much material to stay in the game. Yeah, like I could
Check.
decide, maybe I will.
Check.
Okay, yeah.
You lose.
Let's get another one.
Ready.
So I just lost my #1 spot, which I'm okay with. I think it's long overdue. But we'll definitely try and get it back. I think I've got to spend less time in the opening and more time when things get critical. Because I just fell to pieces there. So he's moved a lot of his Dark square. Pawn. Moved a lot of pawns onto dark squares. So I'm picking up a pawn here, which might be a good sign. Well, actually, he can take the bishop and then push, maybe. Oh wait, no, because if he pushes and go, then he doesn't have the fork because the pawn is on the square, so there's no, it won't be check. Okay, so he's advanced. Just gonna come back. And I don't really think black has that much compensation for the pawn. I'm gonna just push this. Just controlling the center. I'm not really sure where the rooks belong, so I haven't moved them. It's kind of hard to tell where anything belongs in this game. It's part of the fun. It's part of the appeal. Okay, pushed. All right, let's get active. Okay, so this, I think I'm just gonna grab this pawn. I don't see anything wrong with it. Although this is sounding like alarmingly like the last game. Yeah, I'm just gonna grab this pawn. I don't see anything wrong. I'm just gonna play here and maybe it's fine. Okay. I'll try and kick this. Try and cut down on his activity. Okay, so maybe I don't want to grab the pawn because he can push. Yeah, that could be bad act. Well, if he pushes, I come back with the bishop. Maybe I'll just do this. Maybe I'll just play extra safe. Okay, now I'm gonna take. Oh wait, no, that would be bad. Maybe I'll just play against this piece. Okay, he's closed up the position. Hard to know what to do. I'm gonna push this. Oh, this actually is a mistake. Because he could open this up and take. I'm gonna take it. So this pawn is under threat, so I'll defend that. Now I have this pawn to worry about. But I don't see a way for black to reach it. I think I just need to focus on playing fast. Maybe I can get queen here and then archbishop here. Attacking this. Okay. That knight's gonna go here. Let's prevent that. Okay, so that's kind of put the kibosh on that. Maybe this one. Threatening to push. So I want to guard this so I can push b4. So we're pinning this knight. Okay, he's broken the pin. I'll just come back.
check,
Not really sure what good that does. I'm gonna save the bishop. So if we pin this, that might help. Maybe this one. Okay. That's a good move, I think. Oh, we found a good move. Okay. Because I can't allow this. Oh, hang on. I can take this because this defends it. Okay. It would help if I had basic familiarity with the pieces. So this is still going to be hard, but I think I'm better. Go after this.
check,
I messed it up.
check, check,
That seems forced.
check,
Now I'm just getting owned.
check, 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 victory,
That's pretty lucky.
ready,
It's a lot of fun when you get a human opponent. You know, these games feel kind of abstract when you are just playing the engine, and the engine doesn't feel unfamiliar like a human does. You know, you get a human, you both kind of uh, wade through it in mutual uncertainty. So this is a lot of fun. It'd be good if he was on voice, but I don't know him, so I didn't presume to ask. Okay, so I didn't hang this pawn because he moved this, so that's a bonus. This is a nice move because I don't really want to push these pawns. So maybe I'll just do this one. Because if I threaten to pin and then he guards with a pawn, I can push here and win the piece. Okay, so it's defended, so he can move his king and still be okay. Now how to continue. Yeah, I already don't like this for me. Alright, we'll go with this one. This pawn is defended by the knight. If he takes, I think I'm more afraid of him taking with the rook. I don't want to have to defend with my king. I might do it though. I'd like to play knight here, but then he gets the pawn. So maybe I can use the king. Although I do feel a rook sack will happen if I. So I still can't do this. I could move my rook, although this seems kind of sad. I don't see anything better. It's interesting. I don't know how good it is. I didn't expect it. So many options in this game. Okay, yeah. I don't know why. I still don't know. I still don't see what I've missed here, but I'm sure I'll find out shortly. He's pretty good tactically, so I don't know. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. If he takes, knight takes, and pushes, maybe I'm uncomfortable, but I might just be able to give back the knight and then still be up an
Check.
exchange. So I want to trade in such a way that I get to take some of his heavy pieces off, which might help me live.
Check.
Okay. Check. So he's getting his pawn back if he wants it. Unless I just play like this. Yeah, I guess I will. Just bite the bullet here. I never wanted to take this because I never wanted to put his archbishop there. And I think likewise my opponent doesn't want to take this because it puts my archbishop to a pretty active square. Although if he takes it, I gain time on the queen, which might be helpful. And if he goes queen check, I can... Oh, hang on. I never expected this. He's throwing me for a loop every move. Okay, not sure what to do. I'm going to go with this one.
Check.
Okay, now, I guess maybe that was the downside to moving the rook.
Check.
It's just starting to suck. Dropping a pawn. Needs to hurry up.
Check.
Now I think I'm just up. I'm up enough pieces that
Check.
I should be fine here.
check,
and I have mate.
victory,
Alright. And, oh, he left the game, but then he's going to rematch, so.
ready,
I'm going to maybe put this knight here. I've got like a sort of, if you're familiar with chess, like c4, d3, and e4, and then knight c3, knight g2. Sort of going for that. Get a stranglehold on this square. Okay, but then he can also jump in, so it's kind of messy for us both. Yeah, I'm not super thrilled with this. We'll just have to see. Maybe I can prevent this knight jump by hitting his pawn. I'm certainly glad to see him using his king for defense. Because now it's like he's got to spend the rook move to relieve his king of defending this pawn. As soon as this knight starts, we'll just snap it off. So I'm going to take this way so that this is on the cards now. So I'm not sure this was fantastic for my opponent. Okay, so this is actually a nice threat. How can we dodge it? I could go like this, but then he pushes the pawn. So that is pretty bad for me. Maybe just this one. And then so now I'm hitting this pawn, I can push here to try and undermine the pawn chain. Okay, that definitely makes sense. So this diagonal is closed, so I'm going to do it like this. Trying to exploit the pin. Yep, very nice response by my opponent. So I'm going to play this and overprotect this, so there's no second his queen is chasing me around, which might lead to potential I don't want. It might lead to mate. Okay, I'm not really afraid of this so much. Maybe I should be. I don't know. Okay. Now I can grab this pawn. Not sure I want to though. Let's see what he does to me. Okay, he moved his king. Let's move this back. Okay, it's connecting the rooks. I'm hitting this pawn just to see what he does, really. It's kind of like a probe. That's more of a go concept. You just kind of like place a stone, and it's not really does much in itself, but you just kind of testing to see what your opponent cares about. Yeah, it's very tricky. I'm not sure what to do. I think this one. This seems right because this
check,
now he's got a recapture and I can come in. Just try and time.
check,
See how he responds. I expect him to block with a bishop. Oh wow, I never expected that. Maybe it's a really good move. Yeah, he can just force off the rooks. Alright, we'll come back. So I'll let him force off one rook and then
check,
try and find something if he takes. Okay, so if he go, yeah, if he'd have gone rook here, I would take, and then either the archbishop has to come back or the queen has to come back. If the queen comes back, I get the pawn. If the archbishop comes back, I can get the check. All right, so we're doing okay. It's not lost yet. I'm gonna play here, and if he takes the pawn, I win the queen, and then if he doesn't take the pawn, I can defend it. So just to don't really want the queen here all the time. So let's defend this. And I can even push this if I want to, because this is pinned. Going after this pawn. Now I'm going after this pawn. Now I'm going after this pawn.
check,
Hard to defend that in time trouble. So now I'm just going to defend. Oh, hang on, I can take with check. Not sure I want to do. Yeah, I'm not going to take that pawn because I think if I take the pawn, he gets too active. Threatening to check. Maybe it's not that much of a threat. Let's get in here. I've got to speed up a bit.
Check. Check.
Okay, so we get to swap the queens with check. And this should be straightforward as long as I'm not too slow.
Check.
You can't check me here. You can't check me here.
Check.
Yeah, this is a bit of a time scramble.
Check.
But now I've got it because I'm going to promote to queen. There's no stopping me.
Victory. Ready.
Yeah, it's not easy, man. I'm saying this if you should happen to watch it back. I feel like this was the first. This is starting to resemble the game I lost really badly, so I'll have to find an improvement pretty soon. Okay, so the queen and bishop lining up against this pawn. I've got to be mindful of that. In chess, it's like your knight f3, and the knight is on f3 for a while. But like in this variant, like you kind of have more turns to mess around, and there's more time. So like a knight that is on a square like this, for instance, you know, you've got more time to maneuver and look around. Okay, so he's going after this pawn. So I'm just going to play this because it moves a pawn from the square. It controls the square, so it seems like a good. I mean, I could have taken this. Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm looking at my queen as though I can. Okay, so how to proceed? Again, I really don't know. It's all by feel. I've got to hurry up. Okay, he's moving the knight, so now he's free to move the archbishop. Neither of us have really committed our kings, so the kings might just stay in the center all game. Yeah, it seems like a very principled pawn break. Okay, I didn't see this one coming. I thought he would take. Now I can just make a cheapo. But then it's not. It doesn't even work because he can just cover with the knight anyway. Although I think I'm glad to see this because he's got like a fixed. He's fixed his pawns. Maybe he pushes. Oh, this is nice for him. Yeah, I don't like this now. I think I need to evict that knight as fast as possible. So if he comes in, I'm going to go like this, and then. Got to be aware of what's going on here. I think this is a decent way to nip that in the bud. Let's try and kick this knight. If he takes me here, I'm going to gain time on the archbishop. Well, actually not. He can gain time back on this. Oh, so my opponent unfortunately seems to have blundered because that's free. So I pick up a rook here. Yeah, so I'll probably drop this pawn. I don't really want to take this because then like getting my queen back is going to take so much time. So I'm just going to bring the queen back, let him have this pawn. Well, now he doesn't get to have that pawn, I don't think, because now I'm defending it. Oh, okay. So actually now the material is going to be balanced again. Tough. I didn't see this.
Check.
So what's going on here? Hard to tell. It's 1, 2, 3, 4 minors against 3 minors. Sorry. I don't know. Rook. Okay, so I'm down a lot somehow. I don't know how that happened. I'm going to defend this pawn. This knight actually can't move because I'll take this. So how am I down this much? Okay. So I picked up a rook. Never mind. We'll worry about it later. Rook. Okay. Okay, now I'm running out of time.
You
Oh, I
lose.
flagged. Alright. Move didn't go through.
Ready.
Alright, I better focus here. Didn't expect that. I'm gonna actually spend a few moves on the king because I want to be able to put the king here and have the rooks connected. And because this is defended twice, then the push is not too scary. Try and cut down on this active piece. I guess you can come here. I wanted to put this bishop. I think my plan was just a lot far too slow. Okay, I never expected this. Maybe I can make him for me. Takes on Passant. Now I'm attacking the pinned piece. I'm attacking the bishop. So if I take with bishop, he can take this way, and now he's defending. But if I do like this, then effectively I'm trading a rook for an archbishop. Okay, very strong looking move. Just play the sort of obvious response. Forking this and the queen and the pawn. Oh, he's giving me the... Maybe I'll just play like this, so I can start thinking about this pawn as well. Move the bishop, and then I could put this here and here. That is, if he doesn't sort of come at me with something a lot faster. Okay. Can also fork him, threaten to win a pawn. Actually, I don't think he's going to take this, but I'm noticing how much he doesn't like to back off. Just give up an exchange. I mean, I should be able to win relatively simply here. I think I'm going to put the rook here, and maybe I won't even try and win the pawn. I'll just push and open up the rook. Well, let's see. It would be nice to win the pawn. I can get bishop here. I guess the problem is, like, he can... Well, I can do this. How's he going to defend that pawn? I've also got this pawn if I want it. I didn't really realize that. Okay. I think I'm just going to take this pawn just to get the rook out of my hair. If he plays rook here, I've got queen here, which traps it. I thought he would resign after I trapped the rook, but can never expect your opponents just roll over. Always going to fight. Okay, so I can just win this pawn. Defense, right? Okay. If he takes with the knight, I'm going to take with the queen. Okay, so now I'm the only one with a major piece, so this shouldn't be too difficult. Yeah, I need to hurry up though.
check,
Yeah, he can chase me a bit. It's not ideal, but
check,
I think he's out of checks now. And this is pinned, so it should be game.
check, 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 victory, ready,
Ooh. Bit of shuffling going on. Okay. If he pushes, I can take. Comes here and just block as well. I expect this. Okay. Now I have to watch. I have to guard this square, so I have to come back. Okay, this is awkward. Oh, she wants to partner me. I'm playing Bughouse right now. Okay. Can't play Bughouse right now. Alright, I guess I push this. What's going on here? Okay,
check,
he gets the piece back. That makes sense. Yeah, I don't like this for me. I'm looking pretty. My king's not very safe. He wants to keep beating me. But I did tell my friend that I would partner in Bughouse, and we have played for a bit, so you know we can always play in the future as well. What's the damage? Well, I'm actually a pawn up. Wait, no, I'm not. Yeah, I'm a pawn up. So I've got to, I think I've got to show that I can can defend here. So let's start by trying to swap off. Tempted to give my queen. But if he takes the rook back, I'm going to have to think about where to run anyway, so I guess this makes the most sense. Defending the pawn. Oh, no, that's not true, actually. If he took back with the rook, but if he took back, got the same problem. Okay, so he wants to fork the queen. How do I defend that? So if he goes here, I take... Actually, I could retreat the queen as well, if you might here, queen here. I don't really see myself surviving this, because, like, my king is, like, in the middle of the board. But we will definitely try. Let's bring this knight back.
Check.
Okay, so we dropped a pawn. I didn't see that. Actually, maybe we didn't, because this defends the pawn.
Check.
Oh, we dropped the pawn in a different way.
Check.
Alright. I don't really think there is any defense. What was I talking about? Knight here, queen. Knight here, just take. But I don't think there's much. I think that my position is just so bad. So my idea is if he takes the pawn, I'm going to push here. And it's threatening a discovered attack on the queen. Okay. Found something different. Now there's queen here. I can't go knight here because there's knight here. Check wins the queen.
Check.
So I either block or I move king here. I think it's going to be this one.
Check.
Okay. Feeling close to dead. There's no way for me to block, so it's got to be this one. Let's push. Queen here. I just bring the rook back, give up the pawn. All right. Maybe this one.
check, check,
Oh, that was a mistake, wasn't it? Yeah, now I'm just losing.
check,
Down too many pawns.
check,
Can't do this because this is check, so gotta try and gang up on this pawn. Goes rook here, I go rook back. Okay. So we're going into a rook ending where I'm just down far too
check,
many pawns to have any realistic chances.
check,
Maybe I should have spammed checks at that stage.
check, check, check,
This position's a bit weird. Ah, I forgot. I
you
was
lose,
subconsciously thinking that the pawn would promote on the 10th. Well played, Battle Nostalgia. We'll play more in the future. He's begging me for a rematch. Not this time.